Hey friends, so today I will talk about this global mission we together because it's important that we need to keep talking about it, what it's all about. So first of all, I want to point out that it's not religious mission because sometimes mission might sound like religious and I have nothing against religions. Like, if somebody wants to be Jewish or Muslim or Christian or don't want to believe in anything or just want to be a spiritual person, that's fantastic, everybody has the freedom of choice, rights, and so the idea. So the headline is like "We Together" simply means that we are here together to creating something great. And so, not definitely not religious. That I do believe in God and I talk about God sometimes, but it's not that we will discuss about some religious topics. Yes, the idea that it should be neutral like platform and it's neutral that all people are welcomed and the idea is also that we will not take anybody's side that when there will be situations that let's say both parties will discuss sometimes there might be conflict or something so we help them to solve the issue but we who are working on this mission we are just simply providing the platform like yeah okay let's go forward. So why? It's actually quite personal because, first of all, I never like conflicts or problems between people. If it's my family or any environment, I do feel extremely uncomfortable, if people are fighting or something. Like, we are humans, sometimes for sure it can happen. Like, I had never been a person who even fight with people like if I really get have got annoyed so it's more like then I will talk for somebody else. I'm so annoyed, I'm so upset, but usually I don't, it's just not my character. I just ignore like yeah major things. I would say like it's maybe more trust is something that trust is very important if it's somebody like close to me. So yeah but no, so the thing is that because I don't like any like conflicts, fights, anything. So I want also help people to feel better and feel connected, more connected to each other. Right. And I'm also mediating, so not meditating. Meditating is also great, but something else. Mediating, if some of you don't know, how I would say it's a conflict resolution. So I have been volunteering in this office since last year. So it's like the cases are coming from the police or courthouse. That if somebody has a criminal case and they don't want to go to court, so then the judge or police house can send the case to this office, this mediating office, and then it's always two of us who will go for the place and mediate. Simply, we provide the platform, neutral platform, two of us and then two parties. Like we will never take anybody's side. This is one of the key elements and principles that we are just simply asking the right questions and sometimes you don't need to even ask too much. They might have beautiful, wonderful conversation. So it's all about providing the atmosphere, energy. So this has been wonderful and beautiful. I just love it, love it, love it. So we will bring elements of mediating for this global mission because it's very important. One of the key elements that we will build the mission, or I don't know if mission is right word even. We will build the We Together Global around the topics that we try to prevent the conflict and everything. But if there's already conflict has happened, so then we have tools and systems and everything that how can we solve this issue before the situation will escalate. Right. So the people will be educated who are part of this great thing. And also, why this thing? Because I have been quite lonely like my whole life, let's be honest. Like, it's part of my personality that I do love to stay also alone. Like, I would always like anyway, like even if there is 1 million people around, I'm still like, okay, hey guys, I want to be a little bit alone, or just yeah. But sometimes also felt like couldn't really find like right people or some people that I feel really comfortable. Like I have nothing against like all people, but like everybody need to find the right group of people. But now it's wonderful because finally, I feel like home in this way that like with the friendships or contacts, how would say friends. It feels like amazing how much amazing people around have like conversations or like Zoom meetings. So it's like whoa, yeah, that's it. But I do want to help people to feel more connected with each other. But everything starts with ourselves. At first, we need to develop, we need to educate them that how they are able to find the true personality, who they are, and everything. And then it will be much, much more easier, almost natural to create these connections with each other, like real connections, like soul level connections, that people feel that they want to contribute for this world, that they want to help each other and everything. So the whole thing is just beautiful. It's just amazing. Everything will change. Everything will change. And we do this thing together. Right. So when I talk about this mediating conflict resolution, so for example, when it comes to discrimination, let's say discrimination, then it's a racism, and then chaos is somewhere between, and then the final product is a war. So I would say definitely, I would boldly say that the root issue is disconnection with ourselves. I think that's definitely, I would say it's a main issue. Of course, there are other elements too, like this kind of maybe media sometimes bring some elements also, yeah. But I will not go for these things too much. Anyway, so basically, that how can we get along? That's the one of the key elements and key headlines around this whole WeTogetherGlobal. That how can we get along? And so we need to track down the whole system and process. What is the root issue? Like I just mentioned. So it starts with the individual level. That when individuals feel good and comfortable, so the chance for these kind of troubles and conflict and the war, it's definitely much more slim. Yeah. And we are humans, sometimes we still will have like conflict or something, but generally speaking, you know at least we can definitely do our best. We can definitely prevent lots of things from happening. And also this be together global, like from beginning it has always been the target that it's global thing. It will spread everywhere, it will spread in every single country, and we start from the capital. I think capital is good starting point, and we will educate, we will have a center in every single country and capital, and we will educate people who know the principles and the main ideas. And then of course they have the freedom to be themselves and bring their great ideas along the journey. But there will be like some core elements, some key like values, I would say, yeah. But it's like not too much rules or something. It's more like we just have amazing people around us. That's definitely the key element. I do believe first of all that great people, great energy attracts usually great people, great energy. So I do believe that the people who feel attracted towards this mission, that they are, first of all, yeah, that they just want to be part of this thing. So, right. Right, I'm checking my notes a little bit. So the whole thing is it's a mix of lots of things. Like I don't know if something like this has done before. Exactly, like lots of great things has already done and already going, but it's like a mix of personal development, coaching, mediating. So not meditating, it's also fantastic. And yeah, we might have meditating definitely. I think we might have, but mediating, this conflict resolution, basic human rights, psychology. So those are the not basic human rights. basic human needs and psychology. So when you mix all of these things beautifully, it will bring great outcome. So in order to make this thing very powerful, you need to understand that how the human beings function. Like it's not any like scientifical thing. It's like a very everyday, like that all people are capable to go through this, let's say, process, or how you want to call it, development. Yeah, but it's different elements. And also one thing, when it comes to personal development coaching world, so there are definitely lots of elements which are pure brain science and just, yeah, so things what we know that which are working. So right, so it's definitely mission. Maybe the word is wrong because I don't want anybody to think about something like religious. So let's say the whole WeTogether Global is definitely has deep purpose. It's very personal for me, and this is something that the idea is that people who will participate in this side, that like a team, or let's say who want to participate for this thing, that they should feel that they have this, they really want to help, they want to contribute, they have this philanthropic mind, charity mind already, that this project is good word actually, projects will involve also money, that there will be, it's the idea is the philanthropy and everything, but whenever you have more money, so it will be more effective, more fast, and more powerful. So that's why, right. So that's my life purpose and goal, and I'm ready to do whatever it takes. And it's something that I'm thinking about. It's constantly in back of my mind, like 24/7. I'm just thinking the details and everything. And I have, like, I think I mentioned before, I have some notes on the wall. I still like to be traditional. I think also there are some good projects programs that I was using last year, so I think I will also put it in my laptop and on telephone. It's good to have it in different places. Anyway, but I'm very passionate about this thing, and let's be honest, that's the only thing I really, really, really want to do. Like I would just do anything for this thing, and there is nothing to stop me. Basically, I always say if I'm healthy and alive, so this thing will definitely happen. Yeah, that's the thing. So basically, at the moment, so I'm alone at the moment. This is my personal thing, a personal idea, how I want to say it. But actually, right now, I started not like in this phase actively start to looking for like right team members or partners, however you want to call them, friends or family. I mean, it's basically should be this almost the same. Yeah, because same elements you should have, like loyalty, transparency, and some guidelines, and trust, this kind of thing. So if it's family or if it's friends, like, I mean, what I mean that new people can also be the family, or new people can also be considered as a friends. So this is what I mean. But I mean that if there is like a business, or if there is team, so you should you should trust them completely. They should feel like your family, right? It should go both ways. They trust me, and I trust them, and there is transparency in both ways, and the core values and elements, and loyalty is everything, right? So I will dedicate my rest of my life for this philanthropy, and I think this is definitely main area, something around. But right now, at the moment, I do feel that that's it. Simply, I do have passion for this whole project, and I think it's so huge, and there are so many opportunities that how you can start with this, how you can go forward, and how you can develop. You can. I think it's the I think that the possibilities are basically endless. That's why it's not something that it will end one day. And one thing also that there will be also should be like foundation is one thing. I was already thinking about already checking this place that if you start foundation, that how you start and everything. Yeah, I think I need to go to my child wants my cute child Zen wants something. Anyways, so finish this video and actually the and when it comes to philanthropy and charity, money is definitely very good, but it's also that everybody can contribute. So it can also be that you give your time, your energy, your resources, your knowledge, anything. Sometimes even like you can donate your old clothes, which might be very useful to somebody else. This is what I have done, for example, sometimes in my life, that useful clothes, nothing wrong with them, but just